My name is Angeli Gajadhar. I am with the Hindu Women's Organization of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm currently the treasurer. We've been in existence since 1987, a very long time. The organization formed because we felt that we needed to have a voice for Hindu women in Trinidad and Tobago. There were lots of representations being made about Hindus, and women didn't seem to have any input. We only heard from Hindu men and not from Hindu women. And for those of us in the organization at the time who started the organization, we were products of, the freedom and the independence of women, and we wanted to express that and be more realistic about who Hindu women really are. We work consistently to improve the lives of women and girls in Trinidad and Tobago. All women and girls, we are all interconnected. So you can't help anyone and leave out the others. We must move forward together. To that end, we started working, partnering with the UNFPA in many different ways. The fact is that what the UNFPA does is empowering to women and girls. It gives us opportunity, it gives us resources, and so we've started quite a few programs, and we've got quite a bit of training from the UNFPA. In recent years, a particular workshop in building capacity with respect to the prevention, changing attitudes towards violence in men and boys. We had several marriage acts dealing with different religions for marriage, and it also affected the Marriage and Property Act and so on. So it was a bill to amend all of these acts. That was passed in early 2017 and assented to by the President within this year, and recently finally enacted and is now law, enforceable law in Trinidad and Tobago. Just to rewind a little bit, when we started advocating to raise the age for marriage, our specific goal was to remove the get out of jail free card that older men, it gave to older men who got into sexual relationships with younger girls. Young girls can be flattered, can be psychologically impressed by older men in many, 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 many ways. And when it happens outside the influence of parents and others who should be protecting that young girl. I'm being specific about girls here, right? In many cases, marriage between a younger person and anyone is really an older person, a much older person. Many of the marriages were happening with 14 and 15 year on average age differences. And we felt that and those marriages were a small fraction of the actual relationships that were ongoing. And the first step in doing something about that was removing a method for providing legitimacy to that type of relationship. And that is really the first step that we took, and the underlying reason for us mounting this campaign, because we saw it on an almost daily basis and we had to do something.